Here's the challenge for this video. I can't craft or use oxygenators of any kind and I have to get from Atrox to Sylva. Pretty simple, right? Well, that's what I thought too. Last time I managed to survive for an hour using just resin, and here's where we left off. Now I need a shuttle, so let's see what's the first thing I need. I've got a soil centrifuge as well to get me some resin, because I'm gonna need that for oxygen filters, which are the only thing keeping me alive right now. And let's see, what do we need for a shuttle? So I want a small shuttle that's gonna be 2 aluminum, so that doesn't sound too hard, but I need 1500 bytes. And then I'm also gonna need a thruster, the solid fuel thruster, aluminum and ammonium, 500 bytes. I can already unlock that. Let's take a look in here, and I need a large printer that's gonna be 3 compound. I've got 3 in total, so let's start that. I'm gonna turn on these small generators, and there we go. But now I've got this larger platform, so I'm just gonna put it here, and I might want to move the smelter on this one. That's gonna make things a lot easier. I need to keep in mind that oxygen is constantly running low. I wouldn't want to accidentally forget to craft an oxygen filter, because that's gonna end up pretty bad. By the way, the spawn point, if I die, is pretty far away for the base, so I need to make a run for it. Actually, I think it's that way, so I'll throw a resin. I'll throw a resin down there. I hope that's gonna help me sometime if I die. But let's try not to die first. Now I need aluminum and then ammonium. I think I can get ammonium from here. Yeah, I can do that. But first, let's get some more resin, so we've got a stockpile of it. I don't want to waste that much resin on medium resource canisters, so that's why I'm just throwing it on the ground. I'm just gonna get some soil to get more resin, and then I'm gonna use soil as well to get the ammonium. But for the aluminum, that's gonna be a pretty hard thing. I only got 1 aluminum so far to build the soil centrifuge, and I could only get that using a dynamite that I found, because I can't drill in the caves. The terrain is way too hard. So let's just throw these in here for now and see what I need for the drill mod 2. So we'll get 8 more resin. Gonna keep this in here for now. And yeah, let me just check it out, see what I need for a drill mod 2. It's gonna be tungsten carbide. Okay, so that means I need a chemistry lab. The plot thickens. Chemistry lab, ceramic, glass and tungsten. Alright, now how do I get tungsten on Atrox? This is gonna be pretty interesting. Maybe it will be easier just to find some more dynamite. I can't craft explosive powder because I need a chemistry lab for that as well, and also the atmospheric condenser. So I either find some tungsten or I find some dynamite. Either way, I have to head into the caves and try to get some stuff. I think I need a vehicle, so at least a buggy would be good. I can use that to go into the caves, but I don't have it. Or is it here? Nope. Okay, so I need to unlock the buggy then. That's gonna be compound and aluminum. So I still need aluminum. Then let me see, what does a tractor cost? I'm kinda stuck here. I just need to find something that will work. But where's the tractor? Okay, here it is, 2 aluminum. Of course, everything uses aluminum. So I guess that's it. I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and start going down. Actually, let's just move this from here. I'll throw everything on it, and then we can get the soil centrifuge on this platform. But let's have this one first, so that it can automatically store the resin on there. That's nice. I need to craft another one. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a couple resin with me. I'm gonna fill everything up with resin. I really don't know what I'm doing here. Did I have a beacon? No. But I think it was down there. Oh, I didn't see that. That was almost really bad. But I have to make do with 9 resin that I have. So that means I need to keep in mind I also need enough to come back. So I shouldn't stray too far away. I built this ramp last time when I was here. And now I just need to go around and... yeah, if I had Usagi, that would be really cool. But I can't get to him without aluminum. So it's just an endless loop. Yeah, see, I can't dig in here. Not even if I put this on. There's no way I'm going through that. So I just need to find dynamite, and then I need to find some aluminum that I can blow up. I can't use tethers either because I don't have an oxygenator, so the tethers don't have anything to reach. I can use vehicles though, so if I had a buggy, I could get inside to get oxygen. But I can't use tethers from the buggy because that doesn't work, obviously. It doesn't have an oxygenator. So that's not good. I can't mine it here either. Yeah, I'm just gonna need dynamite. But we do have a lot of aluminum. If only I could get this to craft a beacon so I don't lose it. But I can't do that either. But I might need to go another cave layer down, even though that's extremely dangerous because I can't dig anything. So I'm gonna have to go through one of these naturally formed areas. There's something here. Only debris, no dynamite.
One eternity later.
Actually, let me just take a look if I can have a trade platform. That's exochip, iron and tungsten. It's even worse. Okay, so it's just, I have to find some dynamite. There's no way around it. That's what I need to do. I can't get the exo chip without finding some dynamite to blow up the exo caches. Or actually, I could use the plants on top that shoot stuff, the explosive ones. But then I'm gonna need tungsten and iron, which I definitely can't get unless I'm using dynamite. So the beacon is that way. I'm just gonna go closer to the spot where I can go up, and then I'm gonna find a path to go down a level, deeper into the caves. Let's craft another oxygen filter. I just need to be mindful of my resin because this can turn bad really quick. And the most frustrating thing is that I am finding a lot of resin and a lot of aluminum, but I can't get it because I don't have the drill mod. So that's extremely frustrating, but that's the challenge. That's the challenge, so we need to do it. Now how do I get back? I'm just gonna be optimistic and say I didn't get lost, even though I don't know where I am or where I'm supposed to go. But trust me, I'm not lost. I know exactly nothing, but I will find out. I will find out whatever's going on here. Where was the thing where I could go up? Because again, I cannot drill, so I can't just make another way back up. I need to find a natural formation that goes up. I'm gonna need some organic as well. Can I get this at least? Nope, that's not a thing. Oh, maybe. And hear this out. I can get the inhibitor mod. That's zinc. And then I would be able to get the laterite without digging. So I just need to find one zinc, and maybe, just maybe, I can find some on the surface. I don't know, this is all really bad, but at least I'm finding multiple strategies to go about it. None of them seem to be working so far, but at least we've got some ideas. But look at all that laterite, it's so close yet so far away. This is extremely frustrating. I'm running out of oxygen again. Oh my god, I'm gonna run out of power before I run out of resin. And I won't be able to craft those anymore. Well, the plot thickens even more.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, this almost turned really bad, but there's a way down right next to this. So I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna get some organic because I'm almost running out of power. Need to craft another one. I'm gonna get more resin too. Oh my god, I'm suffocating. I forgot to craft one of these. Okay, that was really close. I got so scared. I was just going around here trying to get some more resources and looking for platforms, and I just forgot to craft that, and I just saw suffocating next to my head, but I found the dynamite right here, so at least that's good. My heart is beating so fast right now. I mean, it's just Astroneer, this is not like a horror game or something. Another dynamite, awesome. But I don't know why, but that was intense. That was so intense. Okay, I found 2 dynamite. I don't know if I should look for more, or if I should head back to the caves. I almost died again. Maybe I should just head back to the caves, get at least 1 or 2 aluminum. I got a battery as well, so I can take this back to the base. I could also, if I find some sphelerite, by chance, I only need 1, and then I'm gonna be able to drill all the aluminum I want. Let's get the soil centrifuge working. So I'm gonna need a little bit more soil, and I'm gonna get started on getting an ammonium. We've got enough soil. Let's go ahead and get the ammonium. Gonna get one of these back, but this time I won't go too far away from the entrance to the cave. I'll just stay as close as possible, and I'll get the first laterite that I see. So here we go, we are in the caves. Let's get another oxygen filter, and now we need to find some laterite again, and I need some power in the backpack too. Now I don't remember where all the laterite was. I see some aluminum up there, but I still should just go back east. So where is more? I think up here. Let me see if I can just do a little bit of that. Can get up here, and let's place 1 dynamite. See how this works. Okay, did I get at least 1? I don't think I got anything. That's so bad. Okay, let's try again. Now more of it is uncovered. So let's hope this gives me 1 laterite. Still nothing. Well, this worked the first time, that's how I got the first aluminum for the soil centrifuge. But now it doesn't seem to work anymore. That means I need to find more dynamite and just try again. At least I can remember this spot, just go west from that, and I can keep putting dynamite in the same exact spot until I dig something. So I'm going back to the surface and looking for more dynamite. Still no bug yet, but I think it's gonna be worth it once we beat the challenge and get to Sylva. That's gonna be a very satisfying thing to do, especially after all of this in the caves. This is painful, by the way. This is literally painful. Okay, so you're not gonna believe what I just found. There's laterite here. And if I have my drill mode 1 activated, I can actually drill this soil. So I can now start getting some laterite. This is good. I was just looking for dynamite and I found one so far. But I need an oxygen filter. Let's turn this on and I'll drop a couple resin right here. Because I want to get all the laterite that I can. And I hope I still have enough resin to go back. I'm pretty far away, by the way. I just went a lot north and west. And I passed by a gateway as well. So now my base should be on the other side of the planet. But I did find the laterite. And that should be pretty good. It's gonna be a long way back to the base. But now I'm extremely happy that I've got the laterite. I just need to be careful not to die, because that would be extremely bad if I lose the laterite now after I found it on the other side of the planet. I've been going around for more than 20 minutes now, and I just found resin while going around so I could keep on going. But yeah, great stuff, absolutely great stuff here that I found that. But yeah, I'll just head back to the base and then we can start building. Actually, let me unlock some stuff. So I've got enough bytes for the buggy, and I hope I have enough for the small shuttle as well. Yeah, okay. Then I'm also gonna need the thruster. Let's craft another one of these. Then I'm also gonna need the thruster, which will be in here. Or did I already unlock that? Yeah, I already unlocked it. Okay, so we are good on bytes. I'll probably find some more of these things on my way back to the base. So I'll gather them for extra bytes. But yeah, I'll see you there. Alright, I think I have everything I need. I made a ton more resin here. I've got the aluminum, and I don't think I need the buggy on Atrox anymore, so I'm just gonna take the aluminum and use it on Sylva once we get there. Now we need the solid fuel thruster. I don't remember what that was. Aluminum and ammonium. We've got both right here, so we can get started on that. Let's throw some organic into these. So we'll get started on the solid fuel thruster, and then we need the small shuttle, which is just 2 aluminum. And then we've got 1 more aluminum for the buggy. Let's get another oxygenator in here. I'm gonna take some resin with me as well. I'm also gonna take the small printer. I don't think I can fit anything else on the shuttle. I might want the battery as well. So we've got the solid fuel thruster already. I'll just leave it here on the ground. I'll take the dynamite with me because I might need it on Sylva. Then we can do a challenge going from there to another planet, but it's gonna be easier than this because this was leaving Atrox. But who knows, maybe we can also expand the base on Sylva in the next video. So please let me know in the comment section below what you would like the next video to be on. And make sure to like this one if you enjoy it. But now this is almost done, so I can't wait to go to Sylva and finally get off this planet. Is it done? Yeah, it's done. Okay, let's unpack it. And we'll put the thruster on it as well. Oh, we do have a spot there, so I can take more stuff than I thought. So I'll just start throwing these on here. Now the shuttle also provides me with oxygen, so when I'm next to it I don't have to use oxygen filters, but I cannot place tethers off of it because it doesn't have an oxygenator. I'll get the beacon as well. Or actually, let's leave this here. Maybe we'll return someday to this base. I think that's all we need. So this is gonna be a one-way trip to Sylva. I don't think I'm ever gonna come back, but I left the beacon there just to be sure. This was really a journey. Now let's go to Sylva and find a nice landing spot. I want to be in the fields, somewhere out in open space, just not in the mountains. Yeah, I think we want this. I saw one of those big platforms right next to it. So maybe we can also use that in the setup of our base. Right now I'm just gonna make the little outpost. Oh, I landed right next to a lot of resin. I think that was pretty lucky. I'm gonna need a bigger platform, so I'm gonna craft one of these because I'm not too concerned about the resin, seeing as there's a lot right here. But now that I'm on Sylva, I can pretty easily just dig in the caves, and that should allow me to get malachite and laterite, which would allow me to get better power items. But I'm just hoping this is gonna be smooth sailing from now on, because we're on Sylva, we are done with Atrox. That was a lot, but now that we got over that, it should be pretty easy from here. But now that we've got a buggy, this is gonna be way better. I can get a lot more stuff and I can start expanding the base. But I think that's enough to consider the challenge beaten. Now make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of these videos, and until then, watch this one next. That's gonna be it for today. Cheers, Astroneers!